A soldier had returned home from the war zone, years in a battle zone, and he was about to celebrate his first Thanksgiving. That first Thanksgiving back home from war was basically the same as all the other Thanksgivings that he celebrated before he went off to war with his family growing up. It's the same food, the same people are around him for the most part. But that first Thanksgiving back from the war zone was also completely different. It was different because of the years that he'd spent in battle, eating MREs or less, and in the ungodly conditions of a war zone. And so that made that first Thanksgiving back home incredible. So incredible that he promised himself that he would always celebrate Thanksgiving like that first Thanksgiving back from war. And so he did. For years, he would have his friends and his wife and his family and his extended family every year to celebrate Thanksgiving. And every year it was an incredible feast, an incredible gathering together of family and friends, because he knew what it was like to have Thanksgiving in a war zone and then to be able to have the gift of God of surviving and being back with family and friends. Years later, the first Thanksgiving after his death, it was celebrated no less exuberantly than all the other Thanksgivings that he celebrated while he was still with them. That's because the food and the memories they have will always be there for them because of his faith that God took care of him and blessed him. And so for you and me, I want you to think of every meal that you have as a foretaste of the feast that is to come after we are out of this war zone that we call human existence in this world. When we celebrate in heaven the marriage feast of the Lamb and his kingdom which has no end. And we can celebrate now because we have, as followers of Jesus, the food that strengthens, the bread of life that is Jesus, the living water that is Jesus. And let us invite our family and friends and anyone else to celebrate with us, to celebrate Jesus Christ, the food that strengthens.